first full day. Tomorrow we head back. So the plan today is walk with the dogs, come back, pick up Nadia, Kiki, go to the beach, take a packed lunch, do some bodyboarding, read, sunbathe, come back, cook, film, bed. Simplicity. That's all we want. It's kind of, in a way, it's kind of good that there's very few places that have seats, have tables, because it means that we're not going out so much as we would normally on holidays. So quite a lot of chill and read time. I'm hoping to get 3 books read by the end of this holiday, if I can read in the car tomorrow. So that's brilliant in a week. I mean, why do I not let myself do that? I love it so much. I really enjoy it. But I do feel guilty. I mean, yesterday I went up to the bedroom for a good 2 hours. I thought I was asleep and I was just reading my book. If I did that at home, I would feel awful. Well, you wouldn't feel awful about watching 2 hours of telly. It's funny, isn't it? I suppose if you're downstairs watching 2 hours of telly, you're sort of with the family, aren't you? And you're available. If you go up to your room and you read, you're really taking time for yourself. And excuse me, what the hell is wrong with that? God. I'm just so fucked up. That's what I've discovered on this holiday. My thinking is so stinking. Sorting that one out.
Morning guys. It's our penultimate day. Didn't shoot anything yesterday because we just wanted a proper day on the beach. Not thinking about anything. Bodyboarding. Me and Kiki were bodyboarding. 2 days in a row we've been bodyboarding. Look, got my Cornish gear on today. I feel like a Cornishman. I can be less like a Cornishman, but I've always connected with Cornishmen. And I'd have quite liked a Cornishman as a friend. I've always been drawn to Cornwall, as you know. Anyway, there's our boogie board. We're just going to take the dogs for a walk because it's all about timing here, isn't it? It's getting the dogs there, exercise. Driving down, you can't park. And it's about getting Nadia down because she can't walk. And then it's about coming back up. And then it's about retaking the dogs. And then it's about getting back down to the beach without the car. So it means I get lots of steps in. But it's quite a logistical nightmare just to get to the beach. And because no restaurants are open, Nadia's having to innovate and work with limited ingredients from a local supermarket, but she's doing a supreme job. We've had lovely creamy pastas and a fabulous curry we had last night, so it's all good. I'm a bit achy though. I'm a bit achy from bodyboarding. Got a bit of tension in my neck. I've got a bit of a carpet burn on my belly, and yeah, so I feel like an old man, but I feel Cornish. I feel Cornish.
Loving this. Just did one of the exercises that Ruby says if you can try and do for 5 minutes every day and then just sort of build it up. So the one I did today was just to sit and just listen to all the sounds, but in detail. Toffee, stop it, but in detail. So don't just say, so you hear a bird, so you don't just hear the bird, you hear about, you listen for the kind of, the tone that it has. You know, is it a light sing-songy bird? Is it a deeper sort of throaty bird? And you know, the rustle of the trees, the tyres on the pavement. And so every time one of your own thoughts outside of that comes in, you know, we're cooking for dinner, how annoying are the kids, whatever it is, you just go back to listening for something. Feeling the breeze on your skin maybe. And my God, I'm not kidding. It was so interesting hearing how many thoughts come into my brain, but I could actually, because it's not about stopping them, it's about moving them on. You know, because as she says, if you try and just stop, it will suppress your thoughts. They just bubble up bigger. So it's about just moving them away, moving back onto what you can see, what you can smell, what you can touch. Yeah, it was very calming actually. I'm going to do that all through today. At points, I might just stop for 2 minutes, you know, a couple of minutes, and just be aware. My God, I'll be so bloody calm. Nobody will know who I am. I still look like Joe 90, don't I? But just with the sunglasses on.
She's having fun, aren't you? She's not seeing too much. Bless her. Always wanted a white gate like that. There we go. Now you're not sitting in the back like a VIP. This is how we get her in, guys. Come here. Oh. I feel a bit sorry for her really, because her eyesight is so compromised that it's weird. I've noticed that when she's on the beach in clear sunlight, I've noticed I don't have to use my reading glasses on the beach because it's so clear, but for Chi-Chi, I think if she finds it more, it's almost like too much light's flooding in, so she struggles to see where she's stepping or who's with her. Whereas back at the house, I feel her eyesight's getting better. So we're still giving her steroids, we're still giving her all of the eye drops and everything. So, you know, fingers crossed it'll start to get better. But I've noticed she's struggling in the bright, bright sun, bless her. So she trots alongside us, trying to feel her way around the pools of seawater. Right, where's Toffee? Toffee? Where are you? There she is, with a ball. Come on, Toffee. There we go. Come on. Come on. Morning.
Morning.
You look very Cornish.
Do I?
Yeah.
So if you...
Yeah, I know. We should get a photo of us looking like this. We look like Mr. and Mrs. Cornish. Mr. and Mrs. Cornish. And there, where the dwarves in Hobbiton hang their hats, is your lead. Yeah, where are we going? You're going to take your ball down there? No. Is it in the car? Just on a Cornish wee. So we're heading down to the local Cornish shop. Toffee! Look at this, guys.
Oh God, it's so scary.
Hmm?
Just the thought of it crashing in there and stop.
It's like that moment in Palm Springs.
Oh,
It's quite a fun film, wasn't it?
that was such a good.
Did you enjoy it in the
I
end?
loved it.
Look at that, guys. How red that is. There's that slight worry that you're going to twist your ankle and shatter your legs. Hey, Lisa.
Current situation, and like that's what you would see mostly on social media. Oh, current sitch, fun Friday, hashtag happy holiday. But actually, Mark and I have just had a massive row. We've had quite a few rows while we're here, but I think what they are holiday rows are rows that you just delayed. You know, the rows that you would have had months before, but you didn't have the time. And that's why I think it's really good to have a good row. Really good. He won't think so, because I mean, I can have a good row and I can have to think about everything and I can feel better, but Mark holds everything in his heart for ages. But yeah, just things that needed to be said. You know, it's like I just said to Mark, we're two really strong characters and we spend a lot of time together. We are bound to argue. We are bound to get in each other's tits. We are bound to piss each other off. It's not the end of the world if you have an argument. He might be looking for crabs. Not in his pants, of course. So tomorrow we go home. I'm going to miss this so much. I'm almost scared of going back. I feel like I needed another week to settle with what it is I'm trying to do, which is to just think more, do less, take more time to do things, slow down. I'm living a really, really toxic life in London. I really am. I know that I'm just full of toxicity. I desperately, desperately, desperately want to spend more time out of London. Just to breathe like this. To listen to the sea.
love the fact that the moon is up there, guys. I love it. Moon controlling the waves, controlling this landscape. And then from here, look, all the way around to here. Smuggler's Coves. Oh, who's brave enough to go in there? Hey, where does that lead to? Oh. I have to say it's really nice. So where we are now, in about 3 or 4 hours, this will be full of people. But it's really nice to be on the far corner of the beach. Can you see? That's where the people are coming down. So this, which will otherwise be full of people later, and so feel really populated and popular, is deserted. And these old caves where kids will later be going to the toilet in them, just feels so wild. There's a guy probably getting his lunch. Maybe? What do you think? I think so. Let's get some fish and chips. It's better than Crystal Palace, isn't it? Hey? Hey! This is what I love about Cornwall. I think Nadia's up there filming something. This is what I love about Cornwall. You can just sit. I mean, I have to say, this bay is absolutely stunning. It's the nicest one of the 7 bays that they say you should visit on this coast, near Newquay. And I love it in St Ives, and I just love how wild it is. And I know a number of you guys have said that Carmarthenshire and Pembrokeshire is the same. But Cornwall, man, there's something about the place that just fires up creative molecules. Makes me want to just paint and write and all that sort of stuff. I really would like to move there. I really would like to move there. But I'd miss all the stuff that you get in a city. Guess what's going on behind these doors. He literally hasn't missed a day, whereas I've done a bit of stretching through the week, a bit of yoga every day. He has done that full workout every single day. Incredible. Oh, apart from Kiki's birthday. I'm going to try and draw inspiration from him and get started when I get back. So what have you done? Have you done some lovely food?
We're just doing a picnic.
Yeah.
Got some nice Portuguese custard tarts.
Ooh, where are they from?
From that gorgeous shop.
Bloody hell, this shop sounds like the most amazing place on earth.
The most amazing shop. I'm doing my favourite sandwich, which is salami and brie. Do you want tomato in yours or no tomato?
Yeah, why not? I should take in veg, I've decided. We discussed last night. I need a plate piled high with veg, apparently.
Now, do you want some prosciutto? Do you want some of this ham in yours as well?
Yeah.
Do you want one of each or do you want both in each?
Both in each, please. Okay. Chi-Chi.
God, she's been doing that for the smell.
Oh, what is that like? What is it like? What's this? What's this?
Do you have any eye drops?
No, I don't know. What's
There's
this?
some sausages in there.
Sausages.
No,
Sausages.
Chi-Chi, though, they give for diarrhea.
Got nothing. Look.
He always does that with his crew.
Well,
It's all in your hair.
I did it by instinct, really.
Whoa!
And as you can see, my instinct wasn't right.
Have you put it on the back of your neck?
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah, a lot on the back. Too much.
Gotta.
You'll be going in the water though.
Yeah. You alright, small one? Half pint. Isn't that what they called the boy in the Goonies? No, in Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. Half pint. So, Mum, I think you need to put that on, so you don't scratch your eyes out. Yeah, you squeeze it.
Oh yeah.
Got the frozen after it.
Frozen after it's good idea. Peel it open.
Of Diet Coke you want?
2, please. That's it. Right around the back of your neck. This better be worth it.
Bloody better.
Well, actually, no.
Oh.
No, like that.
Let's have
That's
a look.
great.
Let's have a look.
You look great, Mum.
Let's see.
Nads.
It does.
Someone in a film wears something.
You look like Heidi.
I feel like
You look like a Teletubby.
Oh, these are crispy. Didn't you want these?
Sweet chilli.
sweet chilli.
So, Mum, it's your last day. How'd you feel?
It's not. Tomorrow's the last day.
Well, almost. Last full day. Last full day with a sleep. What do you think, Toffs? You looking forward to a day on the beach? You going to catch some surf?
Catch some surf.
All right, you've gone weird. What's wrong with you? Do you want to go on the beach?
Who are
You.
you talking to? I thought you were talking to Toffee. Yes, of course.
I've just dropped the guys in the car. It's an incredibly rammed car park. So I've dropped them all off. I've headed back up, parked, and I'm now heading down to meet them. They're going to be somewhere on that beach down there. God only knows where. And I'm just going to use my tracking instinct that I developed in the Atacama Desert to see if I can locate where they are as I move across the beach. I'm going to be using the sense of smell to follow the brilliant baguettes that Nadia's made, and the wonderful sort of Tropicana sun lotion that she uses that reminds me of hedonistic times when I was 18, 19. I'm going to be using the sense of sight, looking for Nanny Di's minuscule little hobbit's feet footprints in the sand, and I'm going to be using the sense of hearing as Nanny Di squeals and Nadia bellows "Mark" into the mountainside, possibly causing an avalanche, but we won't go there, that's too much. What's the other senses? Sense of taste? No, won't be using that until I get there. And a sense of touch? Won't be using that until I'm on this boogie board and I'm red raw all over my chest. I noticed yesterday there were lots of dads doing things like building dams, building sandcastles, mounds of rocks. Lots of dads trying to change the microclimate of a beach, and none of their kids were vaguely interested. Going to the beach for a day of fun is really about entertaining the dads, isn't it? Hear the sound of families having fun. That house with stilts. Oh, could that be them? No. There's a dog with them. We haven't got the dogs. We've left the dogs, having been walked back at base, running around, enjoying themselves. I'm now going to descend on the bit that we were flapping around in this morning. It's now become sandy and populated. And also, if you're wondering why my sunglasses are lopsided, it's because I've lost one of the little sticky bits that sticks on your nose. So right now, I'm having my nostril pierced quite painfully by the support stud right there in my nose. So if later today I've got a hole or a mark, that's why. If I look like I'm grimacing, it's because I'm in agony, actually. Oh my lord.
We've got a perfect spot, lovely breeze, we've got people watching, and I have finally got a rosé on the beach, which I have to say is one of my favourite things.
And it's got that lovely can sweat.
Grenache rosé.
Oh. Have you seen the doctor?
And I've made lovely baguettes. We've got everything we could dream of.
Look what I've got, guys. Pepsi Max sweat. There's nothing like can sweat. You know, they go to great lengths in the adverts to get that can sweat.
The only problem is, I now have to descend into the horrors of Kabul.
Why have you chosen such a miserable book?
That's what your mum said.
You could have chosen something so much.
I've
You've
read
done a
my
serial
sister
killer.
Thousands of printed songs.
I'm loving my book, by the way.
But you know what they're like, you really get into that. I wanted something that I wasn't going to get
Yeah.
distracted from.
I've got that with my book, but my mum refuses to ask me what it's about. Steadfastly refuses to
Because
ask
she's
me.
annoyed she hasn't read it.
She's annoyed that she hasn't read it. And because she hasn't read it, she doesn't express interest. She only expresses interest in what she's read. It is
Going
true.
quiet now.
Book chat could go anywhere.
I'm not saying anything.
Yeah.
This is worthy of the Olympics, this.
Well, me and Kiki have just developed this style where you throw the ball and you go.
Yeah, but I want to see if I can actually get it.
And every time you do, you like toffee.
Oh. Don't mess
I wasn't going through it. That's what the game is. Throwing it. You're lacking the thumb power.
I don't expect
It's
it.
better each time. Put it back. Don't put it off. It's using core strength to take a ball off Velcro. I throw it a little bit harder now. Ah. She's standing up. Jesus Christ, it's getting serious. Okay.
Don't do it very hard.
I'm not up. I'm preparing for you.
Ready for an have to jump.
Okay.
She doesn't want to jump.
The plane, Mum.
Oh,
This is the first time I've played ball with my mother.
she's doing it.
Oh yeah, no, you wouldn't, you're right. Dad, you get a bit more complex.
That bit's annoying, isn't it?
For most people.
What's wrong with me that I can't get it on? What? Oh, sorry then.
Go.
I did a kiki. I went like
See why she does it.
I see it coming towards your face and automatically go.
Oh,
So what do you think of her skills, Mark?
I'd put her about number 9 in the cricket batting lineup.
Is that pretty bad?
Two intrepid explorers.
Down the road a bit and back, anyway.
Oh look. Swearing that that stick's made my mum feel like she's Churchillian. It's a quick change of course. Where are they going?
Probably to the loo.
Oh God. You want to go that way? That way is more interesting.
Why are you going that way?
It's dry.
It'll be dry just past that.
Getting back from the beach. Weren't very many waves. So boogie boarding wasn't a big success. So anyway, I'm lugging these back up. You jump in the car, we've had a nice day on the beach. Go and pick up the guys from the bottom, bring them up, dry ourselves off, get the sand out of my gusset, edit a vlog, and then chill out this evening, hopefully in front of another sunset. Sunsets here are amazing. Caked in sea salt, we find the lesser spotted nanny dye. Put your Miami pink cap on. Oh Mum, it's all such an effort, isn't it? Mum, look at me. What a day. Even with your stick, what a day. Why don't I take that for you?
I can't even get off. I'm too weak.
Mum, what's it like not being
Shut
able
up.
to get in and out of cars? Did you ever think you'd come to this?
I never thought it could.
Whoa! You got your legs. Oh my God. Mum, What's happened?
Oh shit, that's all. I'm just staring into space there. I couldn't.
Staring at me.
Oh, it's just
If only you hadn't done all that flamenco. I mean, you know, all of this, subs, is the consequence of hardcore flamenco. Who'd have thought taking classes, Mum? Go on, Mum. I'll speed this bit up.
Very sweet. Keep
What's happening?
filming me now.
What's happening?
We are going down to see our last sunset,
Oh, don't say that. That's
I
making me
know.
sad.
but also every day I've seen this funny little noodle bar and I thought, well, that looks quite good. And Kiki said, why don't we just try it?
I like the way
So I've
Kiki
looked
just
it up and apparently,
crashes through
yeah,
convention.
this noodle bar is a destination. Scott and Babs recommend it.
God, and someone recommended Scott and Babs.
Apparently the duck and rice is sensational, the pork belly unbelievable, and noodles fabulous.
Where's my mum?
Yeah, we can bring her back a duck and rice or a pork belly if they're doing it.
Let me
What's
go
it
and
going on?
find. Let me go and
What's
find
it
it.
going-
Okay, guys. Yeah. I was worried you were dead. We're going to a noodle bar.
Oh, okay.
Do you want to come with? Do you want to come with us?
No, thank
Shall we get you something?
you. Yeah, please.
What would you like?
Something nice.
They do pork belly, I think, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Would you like that?
Yeah, I'd love
Looks
that.
like you're into some strange S&M when you look at that wall.
S&M.
They're not M&Ms, Mum.
Oh.
I just got really excited. I filmed in one and the cameraman's camera fell out of the hot air balloon. Huge digibeta camera fell, smashed on the floor, and National Geographic used the footage. It was petrifying though, when you see a big broadcast camera go out. Anyway, let me show you it. Can't really see it. There you go. Just have to trust me that that's a balloon. Toffee, can you see the balloon? Toss, can you see it? Are you excited? Not really. Toss, sit. Sit. What do you want most for dinner tonight? Noodles. You alright, babe?
I'm just sat here crying at this. It's just.
Afghanistan.
I can't speak. It's just the things that people do, you know. That's when I'm. I mean, yes, it's so complicated and the mess, and we're culpable right at the beginning for the mess, but there is a huge effort to help Afghan people come here. I mean, they are allowed to live wherever they want to live, which I was worried they were just going to be put into just
Corral.
so they're going to be put into hotels, but it's just all the simple things that they need. Like most people have left with flip-flops, just saying what you can do. Like underwear, things like that. I've literally left.
With
Look at this
nothing.
woman running into the plane. Look, the children, the 5 children. Look, and just a black bag. Imagine how terrifying that is. No, I was actually crying because they said, look, 2,000 people have already offered to give a room in their home.
Oh,
You know, we hear so often about
yeah.
racism in the country, and actually there's so much goodness and there's people that want to help, and it just warmed my heart, made me cry.
I'm not saying nothings. It's the only place I can put them, Toffee, where you won't nick them.
It's going to be cold down on that beach. You'll be glad of it when you're freezing. With the wind.
See your toffs.
It's tough.
Want some noodles? Ooh. Oh yeah, look, looks great. It's a noodle bar. Nads, tell us where we are.
Like the noodle bar.
All right.
And there's noodles.
Do you know what that looks like? Do you know what that dog
I'm
looks
going to
like?
have the duck noodle.
Do you know what the
Duck
dog looks
pot
like?
noodle. Who?
Angie from EastEnders. It's thin. that to look at whilst eating the noodle boxes. It's so cool. Look, you got that. You've also got a drunk wife. Really
Listen,
nice.
I'm not drunk.
You are, you're annihilated.
I'm not.
You just said you were.
That's a bit over the top drunk.
Oh look, you've brought condiments
Yeah.
to the beach.
Hair tie.
Sweet chili sauce. No, but you can borrow this if you want.
You've got to take them out one by one.
Okay.
Oh look.
So we have.
Kiki looks the proper.
Oh,
It's a
veggie wrap.
proper pot noodle.
Oh my god, it smells so good.
Does it? What's the name
And
of
then
this
we've
place?
got our
Noodle.
doc, number 42 noodles. Duck and noodles. Yum, yum.
Duck and noodles.
Duck and
I think that's
noodles.
one of yours. Oh, get to it, baby. It's one of them. Egg fried
They're all the
rice.
same. And then do you want some of this rice, Kiki? Mmm. So you know when you talk about a restaurant with a view, show them art. And the noodles. Oh, so good.
Those are my feet. I'm not filming the noodles. And that's
You've got
the
some
sun. And that's the egg fried rice. And that's the sun.
Oh.
Kiki's just burnt herself, but that's the noodles. And that's the sun.
Oh God, it's so idyllic.
So that man who was silhouetted in my shot that I was getting annoyed about that he was in my shot, I just went over to him and my opening line was, the art of the sunset. And Nadia said he must have thought I was trying to pick him up.
But actually we had a nice conversation.
We had such a nice conversation. He reminded me of my granddad actually. And we talked about the fact that most people leave at the point that the sun just dips out of shot. But actually, like he said, with this cloud cover, you're going to get a sort of, just a display of the most wonderful colours in the clouds.
And I love that he lives here
Yeah.
and he still comes to see the sunset because so many people that live by the beach.
Yeah, don't do it.
Oh look, Mark, it's about to go.
Yeah, it's about to go. It's too far away for me to show you, but I'll try.
Your boomerang.
Okay.
This is his boomerang.
This is the guy over here, and he's actively had his back turned as the sun just dipped out of shot.
Have we told them how good the food is?
Now have you?
Guys, the food is insane.
It's sensational. It's just a bit hot.
So good.
Finding mine a bit too hot. Oh look, this wide angle is so good. Can you smell it? Can you smell it? Just let me know below if you can smell it. Feet are a bit cold.
So it's the last night of our holiday, and quite frankly, it's a very, very good thing that it is. I have stuffed my face. I've had sausage rolls. I had a sausage roll for breakfast this morning. I've had Cornish pasties. I've had wine. I've had noodles and rice. I've had after eights. I've had Pringles. I've had marshmallows. I've had chocolate fingers. I've had cream teas. I always say, as soon as I cross the border into Cornwall, I know I'm going to put on half a stone. And even though I don't weigh myself, I know I've put on half a stone. So, Mark, I think we better leave now.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't think we should spend our last night. I think we need to get in a car and drive now because I'm scared.
Okay, well, let's go.
Oh, look. Bless her, she doesn't look really. She looks like Captain Bear.